everybody! So today's a little bit of a different video than I've done before, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about an experience that I had to hopefully help some of you and maybe some of your children not have the same experience. I went to the doctors today and they said that I don't have to go to the doctors again for 2 more years, which I'm so excited because I have had a problem called a strabismus. Strabismus is where you have difficulty focusing because your eyes have different strengths. When your brain is trying to tell your eyes to focus on something, it will tell it to focus with one eye more than the other eye because this one is stronger or this one is stronger. And it actually can cause some problems because you end up seeing some double vision. It can affect your dexterity, it can affect your ability, things like 3D and other types of vision problems. It can cause you to be dyslexic. It can cause headaches. There's lots of problems that people that have a lazy eye or strabismus can have. I always thought was just something that was this weird quirk about me and there was nothing you could do about it. But I just thought, oh well, I see double vision sometimes. Oh well, what can you do about it? And the problem is that a lot of times it's not caught by doctors because you can still pass the test perfectly fine because your vision, I have practically 20/20 vision. I don't need glasses. And so your vision is fine. It's your focusing that's the problem. So when you go to take the tests with the ease, and which direction they're in or whatever, you can do that. You can pass that just fine because you can see it, but you just can't focus on it. And so it's a different question. It's a different thing. And the only reason that I ended up getting some treatment for it was because I went to get my driver's license. When I came back from my mission, in Utah, when you're going to get your driver's license, they make you look into this little box and you have to say what side of the box the light is on. Okay? Well, I looked, I didn't see anything. And that is because of my strabismus. It's because of the way my eyes are looking, it's not able to see that peripheral vision the way that it should. And so I had to tell the guys at the motor DMV I couldn't see any lights at all. And so they made me go get my vision checked. Well, I went to just a run-of-the-mill place, LensCrafters or someplace like that, and they said, oh yeah, you have a lazy eye, but there's nothing we can do about it. So they gave me the go-ahead. I went and got my license. Didn't really give it much of a thought. Well, then it came time for me to renew my driver's license, and I think this was 2010. And at that point, I had really good insurance, and so I knew that I would have to get approval again. So I go in, and I actually went to a really, really good doctor because I could afford it. And so I go in to this really nice doctor, and they were awesome, and they did all these scans and checks and everything, and he comes out and he says, yeah, you have a lazy eye, you have strabismus. And I said, well, yeah, I know that. And I was like, you can't do anything about it. And he said, yes, you can do something about it. And he referred me to Dr. Peterson. And Dr. Peterson was a doctor at Rocky Mountain Eye Care who I then saw. And we determined after a couple visits that it would be good for me to get the strabismus surgery. And this is something that is typically done for children. But I hadn't had the corrective surgery. And so I went in and I did the surgery. It's an outpatient care, and they actually they put sutures on your eye and they move it to try to trick your brain into seeing things equally. And you actually wake up and the suture is still out of your eye. It's very weird, but they have to do the final adjustment when you're actually awake because there's just a movement to the eye that they can't get, and it sounds worse than it is. It was a hard experience, but But I started to notice a difference in about two months. It was like, great, this is great. I can see, I'm not seeing all this double vision. And, you know, I used to, it's not like it was 100% better. In the 90s, when those magic eyes were popular, it would drive me crazy because I could never see them. And I still, to this day, I still can't see them. So there's some stuff that will never go away, but it was much better. And I was feeling really good. And then all of a sudden, I could tell it had regressed. And that's something that can happen. And you don't know when it's going to happen. And it can happen. So it regressed. And I ended up in 2012 having surgery again. And maybe it had been actually like 6 months or 8 months. And so I had surgery again, had them adjust it. And this time I decided to spend the money to go to vision therapy. And that's where you get all of these exercises. This is a really popular one. You hold this up to your nose so that you just see one set of beads. I went to Utah Vision Therapy for about 8 months, and I was ready to go after that. I did pretty faithfully my exercises every day, and now I don't have to go back to the doctors for another 2 years. So yay! And I just wanted to show you this because I think there's a lot of kids who could be treated when they're a lot younger and not have to go through 2 surgeries like I had to go through 2 surgeries. And so if you're able to catch it now and ask if your kids mention seeing double, if they have a hard time with directions, the right and lefts, with dyslexia, if they sometimes see things opposite of the way that they are, if they have a hard time focusing, if they have a hard time with 3D, a lot of those kind of things are tips. And it never hurts to just ask the doctor to do the extra test for strabismus when you go in for an eye exam, and to not only find out if their vision is good, but find out if their focus is also good, because it will really help them with their schoolwork, with their ability to focus in class, with so many things. And like I said, it's so much easier to fix. There are people that have to have this surgery 8, 9 times as an adult if it doesn't get caught. I'm very lucky that it's only taken 2, and cross fingers that it won't be anymore. So that is just what I wanted to share with you. And I'm so grateful for Rocky Mountain Eye Care and for Utah Vision Therapy, for how great they were in helping me to be able to see and focus more clearly. And the one biggest benefit that has given me in my life is that it has helped me so much to be able to make eye contact with people. And that was something I really struggled with because I couldn't really focus. And even when I first started doing these videos, my eyes were kind of wandering all over the place because it was just something that I didn't have a lot of practice in. And so I've had to really focus my whole life in maintaining good eye contact. And now it's at least a little bit easier for me to do that. So it's just something that I think a lot of people aren't aware of, that I wanted to make this video and let you guys know. So thanks so much. And if you have any questions, put in the comment section. And I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.